We need to save this.
Okay, I'm recording right now, guys. We're
Hold on,
doing
wait,
it live.
What? Who's going to do what? That's the question.
I'll do the main character. I choose the role.
I went to see the reviews of this shit.
I guess I'll play
There
the
are
next character.
two reviews.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
44,951
Wait,
words!
Kazi, does that mean you're narrating too, or?
It's
I guess it does mean I'm
44,000.
narrating. Okay.
By the way, we should sell Spaz this too.
we need to.
I want to be
Yeah, we
completely.
really need to.
Okay, so I'm gonna start this off. A few things before reading. I don't know why I put a line before these. Disclaimer. This is a work of fiction featuring characters and locations from the Toho Project series. Neither this work nor myself are affiliated with Team Shanghai Alice, the creator of Toho Project series. As such, I have no ownership of the Toho Project series, and credit goes to Team Shanghai Alice, not myself. This story is the story is rated T for the following: bloodletting, violence excluding serious injury, depicted use of alcohol, and topics including depression and mental instability.
Is he predicting our reaction?
Yeah, he is. Author's note. This is, as previously stated, a work of fiction. I shouldn't have to write this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Written from the first person perspective, this is a self-insert type story.
Does he mean he?
Ooh, look good.
Oh, Ultima, you're reading.
Does he mean he shouldn't? Does he mean he shouldn't be writing this? He shouldn't be writing that it's fictional, or he shouldn't be writing the story in general?
Well, he just said.
Probably shouldn't be
Well, he just said before that he. Well, he just said like at the beginning of the story that it was a work of fiction. Now he's saying it again. So that makes no sense.
I have attempted to keep the story as close to canonical information of Toho Project as possible.
And why include an OC?
There may still be some conflicts. Information I could not otherwise gather are filled in with inferences. This is also the first work I have posted on this website or anything else. Unfortunately, I may still miss some stupid typos, but I'm doing my best to root them out. Please forgive any errors you find. Your grammar is not the biggest of our worries, sir. Also, I still need time to upload more chapters, as I am doing my best proofreading each before I upload them.
Objection.
I'm open to constructive criticism, and appreciate it, and yeah. This is that kind of author's note.
And I wish to deliver an enjoyable reading experience. Also, the cover art is temporary. I'm working on another picture to use, but it would take some time to reach completion, and I still have to get chapters uploaded. Anyway, now for the prologue.
Okay, let's get the show running.
Why can't you
Really,
just start with the
32
first
chapters?
Chapter!
Really, 32 chapters, and you still have to update the cover?
Chapter 1, prologue.
Actually, wait.
Chapter 2,
okay.
Chapter
Wait.
1.
Ultima.
Can we get to the story?
I would like to point out that this is not a prologue. This is chapter 1. Like in terms of the story, this should just be chapter 1. Okay.
Hell,
Of
in
course,
my
but
old
it's still called
fan
a prologue.
fictions, I wrote more than that in a single chapter.
Like I don't care if the chapter is this short. I'd rather have it that way. Just saying. I was just another teenage boy, and I just expected to live a mediocre life, getting by like everyone else.
Let me
I
guess.
can't imagine
he's going-
myself doing anything extraordinary.
Flub, can you just quit going,
Oh my god, you guys are
It's
interrupting.
just so cringeworthy.
I
I know, but you
assumed
don't
I
have to say
was
it out
below
loud.
excellence. It wasn't that I really was, but I had to dealt with all the problems in the life of an ordinary teenager.
Mind if I say something?
Sure.
Does this fit almost every single clip? No point in the main world goes to Gensokyo to be super awesome hero and the most awesome person and everyone loves them.
What? You cut out for a second.
Still pretty generic yappy stew?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, let's find out.
Every other Gappy stew ever.
Let's see.
Except for Diamond the Rock, because that's a masterpiece.
It still
Okay.
has the occasional flaw, but...
Okay. I had to deal with bullying, learning things to make a life for myself in the future, and personal family troubles. One such. This is.
Care to name these specifically,
boy.
or
One such
This is the
Yeah,
most
no,
when I
generic
was
character.
particularly
First
drafted
couple-
to go to Japan as a foreign exchange student. I knew I would have to start over. There was one thing that I was worried about as a young child. My life
Think Applicant Sokyo.
was a very tormented one. I was constantly picked on, never left to myself. You said that already. Seeming like everyone
Sympathy
wanted
for me.
I'm a
watch me fall.
tortured soul.
Ugh.
because
And
of that.
I must take it out by writing crappy fanfiction.
Because of that, I had become hateful, aggressive, vindictive, and overall borderline unstable.
So,
Like anyone who reads this fic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Edge.
so after realizing that this is a self-insert, I am concerned for the author.
Yeah, I think we should call child services.
Yeah.
Is this a cry for help?
It
I
might
think
be.
it is. I mean, think about it. It's a self-insert, and he's mentioning a bunch of problems. So
I'm guessing
I
he's
think-
using this as a way of escapism, because lots of people do that when they. Lots of people with shitty lives do that.
I thought most
Alright,
fanfics were supposed to be escapism.
Let's see, where was
Well-
I? It had been years since that part of my life had passed its climax. And I got past
What
it with no small
climax?
amount of difficulty. I don't want to know what the climax was like.
Oh god.
I changed myself for the better.
Yandere's.
Okay, so this is, so... Okay.
I had tragic backstory, now everything's okay.
Rather than offering suffering and misery to all of those who had tormenting wanted me to watch the world burn, I offered forgiveness. Wow, you're trying to be Jesus. I was happy to look past
Well,
the
Piz, he's supposed to make it so that shows that the main character it does have a bit of a light side to him.
What I know.
Like, one side just like Edge Master, the other side Jesus.
Exactly.
That word. I don't think
Essentially,
it
all
means
this
what you...
Prologue in quotes is
Edge Master,
Is-
actually, I'm using it. It's an inside joke between me and my other friends.
And unfortunately, we might not get the joke either.
yeah. that's
Sorry.
true. But all it is saying, oh yeah, I had a shitty life, but I kind of got over it. You know, you could have just mentioned that in the story and moved on.
Then conflict is over. What's a
Implying
conflict
there
if
was
his
any
conflict?
conflict in here to begin with.
Yeah, he's implying, oh, I had a conflict with my life, and just, oh, it's already done, no need to worry, that's not the point of the damn story.
Okay, time to
Well,
start
the guy
chapter one.
might have also put that he might be changed his life for the better for that the rest of the story. He actually might be going down that edge slump again.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That is
god,
fair.
you're
That could
saying
be
this is
something-
gonna...
That could be something.
You're saying that this is gonna be a super angsty story, aren't you?
Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
The Edge.
The edge is
Ow.
almost real.
Remember
Okay.
that? Remember that Sonic remember that Shadow the Hedgehog picture you showed? You know, that's pretty much out the edge. What I'm feeling right now.
Okay. So, this is chapter 2, chapter 1, Arrival.
Knew it.
If... Does anyone want to narrate this chapter?
Sure.
Link
Okay,
me.
Ultima, go. Just remember, dialogue is given to other people.
Alright.
Can I read the next one after this one?
Oh my god.
We'll get there.
Okay, so I read everything that's not in quotation marks.
Yeah, just narrate.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was walking to my apartment in a large city that was near a beach.
Wish
When
fulfillment.
By the way,
What?
I'm gonna ask to take the role of Pacioli.
Okay.
Alright. Then I heard
Can
a
I be
somewhat
Kaguya?
Okay, then.
frightened voice.
Does anyone want me to be this girl?
Leave me alone. What do you want?
I saw what it was. A girl who appeared to be about my age was being approached by two strangers. She was wearing a purple shirt and a light blue pair of jeans and a cloth belt. Her hair was tied back in a ponytail with a pink bow. She was cornered, and the two didn't stop. I cleared my throat, not about to leave her on her own.
Would you two not harass the poor lady? I'd hate to have to use this.
I forebodingly urged them away.
Foreboding.
Forebodingly? brandishing a can of pepper spray, bearing my intimidated smirk. If it failed, I still had my heavy suitcase and my luggage case, which I had been pulling up behind. They didn't take long to get the message. Less than a second, really. They dashed off into the intersecting alley and left the girl in the corner. She still had her hands over her heart, still frightened. Despite nearly being kidnapped, the girl stayed there looking at me. She looked once more to make sure her pursuers were gone, then she walked over to me. Then I pepper sprayed her in the face! No, but seriously.
Oh, if
Then
I
I
would like
threw
to
her on
mention
the
something,
ground.
I just noticed. Wait,
What?
can I mention? First conflict, and immediately our main protagonist resolves it.
Yeah,
He
it's
resolves this by doing absolutely nothing.
as soon as he stands anywhere, he solves a problem.
He's not even in
That must-
Gensokyo yet.
That must be his
Wait.
that must be his magical powers, solving
fair-
things by being there.
To be fair, he did have pepper spray.
Yeah, that was
there
true.
was- Yeah, but there's two
Want
guys.
to point out?
But
Hold on,
it's
wait, never
pepper
mind.
spray is like pure agony in a can.
Alright.
Which is even worse than beating someone up with a suitcase.
And
That's
it's almost
true.
as bad as this fic.
Okay, let's continue.
Thank you. Those two
Shoot.
wouldn't stop following me.
She looked up at me with an appreciative smile, her purple eyes making contact with mine.
Anyway, I should introduce myself. I'm Patchouli Knowledge. What's your name?
Jacob.
What is Patchouli
What?
doing in the outside world?
What? It's I knew. Finally! A reverse Scappy Stew story where it's a Toho character in the real world! Finally!
Don't have it. Don't.
I was gonna mention that. This might
Don't
not
any
even
hope
take
for
place
this.
in Gensokyo.
Alright, so,
Alright, so-
let's continue. Jacob. So, you sure you're alright?
Certain. Thanks to you, that is. Say, not to intrude, but what are you doing around here, Jacob?
I'm here as a foreign exchange student. I'm from the United States. How'd you guess?
So
Wish
am I speaking
fulfillment.
Japanese or
Wait
English?
a second. But she didn't guess that.
I know. I was about to mention that too.
Clearly he's delusional. Patchouli is not even a real part of the world. He's just hallucinating.
He
He's
saved
crazy.
a cat from two homeless men.
A
I'm
cat
thinking now.
from two homeless men that were about to eat it.
That would be an
And he's
interesting
also,
way of
you know, clearly not
introducing alternate endings.
Japanese.
Anyway, continue.
Anyways, you don't seem to have unpacked your things. Oh, perhaps I'll be seeing you at school then. If so, see you then.
How could she tell if she didn't unpack his things?
Oh god, this is
I'm
an
about to unpack
alternative.
my thing.
This is an alternative universe fic. It's not going to be in Gensokyo whatsoever. It's just going to be Patchouli at school.
No,
So wait.
Even though she's so,
So wait, I was
powerful.
It's not going to be an Inks fic. It's going to be a school-like alternate universe fic.
Oh god, bear in mind, she's supposed to be a magician with a vast library of knowledge, and quite literally, and she's just portrayed as a student?
She could have, like, solar flared the fucking. Oh my god. The kidnappers.
I'm so much
Alright.
pain.
Chapter 3, Chapter 1,
Presuming-
Part 2, Apparent Solution.
Wait, we're at Chapter 3, Chapter 1, Part 2, Wait, Chapter 3, Chapter 1, Part... What the fuck is that name?
Use the first chapter as a prologue.
For the record, I'm normally not this whiny when it comes to stuff like this.
Oh,
But
it's a... Oh,
It's late at night, I have a headache, screw it, I'm going to vent.
Okay.
Okay, so in this next chapter, who's going to play Miss Yakumo?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, can I come into the? Hey, can I be Miss Yakumo?
You're already
Mind
narrating.
if I end up giving a voice demonstration to see if I could possibly land the role?
Sure.
Whoa.
Oh, so
Was that good
do a
enough
Yukari
for
voice
you?
right now.
Oh. So,
Also, man, oh wait, did you guys mention the whole chapter 1 part 2 thing already? Because
Yeah, I mentioned it's chapter
Damn.
3, chapter 1, part 2, apparent solution.
Sorry, I had to go leave
Try
it for
saying
a
that-
moment. Sorry.
Try
Dan,
saying that
do
3
it.
times fast.
Dan, do a Yukari voice.
No.
And I guess Ultima wins by default.
Alright, I guess I'll be Yukari.
Wait! Oh! Hey,
You're
Yukari.
narrating,
Hey.
aren't you, Eternal Lover?
Yeah, okay, here I come. Are we going to do this? Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Meanwhile, Patrullia arrived at her own apartment. She went inside and dialed a number and received an answer.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Yakumo. I have something I need to talk to you about.
She exclaimed.
And what is that?
You must know how our powers are severely depleted when we enter this world and exit Gensokyo.
They sound like aliens. Plotting to take
Yes,
over the
of
world.
course.
They pretty much are aliens.
For the record, at least she explains like why Pajoli was weak.
You also have to bear in mind that she's a magician in poor health because of the various experiments done magically, and
Oh.
is anemic and asthmatic, if I recall correctly. Or at least portrayed that way.
Okay, let's continue.
I was threatened today, but somebody helped me. I think he's worth mentioning.
A man? Are you seriously out dating men from the outside world?
No, he saved my life. I never had met him before, but I could sense something about him. He could have magic like you and I possess, but they're being suppressed by the same force that suppresses our own power in the outside world. His name is Jacob. Now, I need you to bring me to Mistress Remilia. I need to make sure we end up in the same place.
Very
Chosen one.
well. Wait, what?
I said chosen one.
And he's
Happy
probably
still.
going to... Also, you think he's going to take a tour? Starting at Scarlet Devil Mansion?
More than likely.
Yep. Gabby
No,
still.
the Hakurei Shrine.
Right.
Because I see Reimu's in the story.
Very well. I almost want to see if he's as ugly as I imagine. That sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? Just thinking, oh, I want to see if he's ugly.
Yeah,
Well-
they did seem out of nowhere.
Also,
And
Well,
obviously,
Yukari could be seen as a deadpan snarker, so...
obviously, when he gets there, she's gonna be like, "Oh my, he's so beautiful. I didn't even expect a man to be so by shonen or
Oh my
I
god,
bet
you're so
bishi."
hot. I just want a 69, 70, 71 time you've defeated me.
Okay.
And that was a reference to something.
Okay, back to
and by this picture, he is still
Patchy time.
ugly.
Yeah, he's 6 out of 5. 6 out of 10.
I actually date him. I
That
think
was
he's.
misspoke.
No.
let's
Yukari.
continue.
He could be the solution to our problem. He could have strength greater than either of us.
God, he really is the chosen one.
Oh god, I called it. Called it.
Worst
That-
tropes. I'm saying it now.
That might be true. Regardless, I at least have to notify Reimu before you can bring him through the barrier.
If you feel so on the matter, contact her.
Do you truly feel confident about him, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Very well. Tell me, how do you know if he really does have the power, any power at all?
I don't. But we have to start somewhere. And he's the best chance we have so far.
Yukari then opened a gap next to Patrulli, and she walked in, returning to Gensokyo.
Coming this summer, Beyond the Border.
I also
So-
don't have a feeling
How
confident.
does
I'm having to guess that
Patchouli-
Patchouli's gonna be the love interest.
Oh,
What,
well,
is this
yes.
just love at first sight? There's ways you
Oh,
could do
God.
love at first sight stories, and I suppose that would be showing why love at first sight isn't all it's cut out to be, and realizing, oh wait, we probably shouldn't have rushed into this. We didn't get to know each other enough.
Well, Paisy, I hope your body is ready.
Well, and
What the fuck
also,
is with- Chapter 4, Chapter 2, settling in.
Who's also going to narrate?
Also, how does Petroli know Jacob's powerful? Like, see, he. Ugh.
She doesn't.
could
She's just
feel it.
basing it on assumptions, on womanly.
Well, he's a white man from America,
He's
so
the
he must
author.
be
Of
powerful.
course, he's gonna be powerful.
Yeah.
If he
that's
were
racist.
truly a white man from America, he would be slightly chubby and sort of lazy and sitting on his ass, playing
That's
video
racist.
games and
That's
wanting to be
racist.
Japanese.
Oh, that's
So pretty much
racist.
a weeaboo.
You can't say it's racist if I'm making fun of my own people.
It's also
Oh.
not
Can
racist,
you?
It's true.
It is still racist, actually, but
Whatever. Okay,
Boomerang
let's start
bigotry?
This shit. Okay.
Wait, who's
I have
narrating
I have the white American privilege.
Yeah, who
Who's
is
gonna read
narrating
this wall of
this?
text?
What?
Gonna read this wall of text.
Yeah, who's narrating?
oh, it's like a brick on my.
Well, I mean,
Frickin'
there's
What the
dialogue.
fuck?
and
There's
time in
21.
there.
What the fuck? There's 21 chapters using
Over the
33
span.
chapters.
Over the span of
In 9
9
days.
days.
9 days.
That must be the longest fucking 9 days ever. What did
Actually,
Yukari
now
say?
it's 10 days.
What
over
did Yukari say? You know what? Fuck this. We're just going. I'm not gonna let the sun go by. I'm gonna. As soon as it gets to the west, I'm gonna immediately push it back to the east. So it
It's not that
will
hard
be.
to write. It's not that hard to write badly. It's pretty easy, actually. It's just.
Pretty much write whatever comes to mind.
Is this
Yeah.
gonna be a
Okay.
gappy stew?
So we
It's
still haven't-
already been a gappy stew.
we
We
still
need to
haven't
show this
solved
best
who's
deep-
reading.
We already
Yeah,
know.
we already said
We
that.
already know, CL. We already know.
Wait, who?
We gotta let Spaz and Steve know. But
Anyways, who's gonna narrate?
Wall of text?
well, a lot of it is dialogue too. So whoever's playing the role of the stew mostly.
Yeah, I
has
may
to
as
talk.
well. I'll do the first giant wall, and then we'll figure out if we actually have to. Okay.
I'm narrating again.
No, Paisy said he would.
Okay, then go,
Okay.
dude.
Well, today is the last day of summer. Brilliant. Starting a new year in a new country is not exactly how I intended things to be. I would rather go to England or someplace I could understand a bit better. So, you went to Japan without knowing anything about Japan. This does not seem like a good idea at all.
It doesn't.
Hey, I'm gonna go to Japan. Do you know anything about the culture? Nope. Hey, I'm in Japan. I'm gonna stick these chopsticks straight up in my rice. Oh, I didn't
No,
know
do
that I
you
just
mean the
offended
urethra?
someone by making it look like incense for a funeral.
I groaned aloud, reminiscing over the summer. It was evening.
Fuck you, he profaned.
It was evening, my last free day nearing its end. I'd better make sure I have all my supplies ready. Then I turned, and while looking down, I stopped myself from stepping on a stain in the carpet. Then I knew what I had to do. I left the apartment, went to a nearby store, and bought a half a dozen bottles of carpet cleaning formula, and a face mask and some goggles, as well as 8 bottles of ammonia, 3 bottles of window cleaner, 2 bottles of bleach, and 10 canisters of air freshener.
Wait, does he actually have a character flaw in the form of germophobia?
If he does, I take offense to that.
Actually,
Watch, though,
if he
probably-
does, he at least has a character flaw.
And
But
watch
wait,
it
what?
never show up again.
Exactly.
Alternatively, this is just his excuse so he could get these things so he could freebase them.
Okay. The cashier looked at me oddly. My apartment's absolutely filthy, if you're wondering. You might just see me back here for a second run if I don't get clean with all this.
The execution on that was absolutely flawless.
I then paid for the supplies, walked home, and once I got inside, I put on the mask. Alright then. Where to start? I guess the bathroom. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me, I didn't get a mop! Then I had to walk all the way back to the store and buy a mop. So...
Hold on, wait,
Is-
Paisy.
What?
When you narrate as Jacob, you should put on a sophisticated British accent. But when you actually speak as him, just do your regular voice.
Okay, hold on. Or I lost my place. In order to avoid another unnecessary trip, I brought a sponge and a duster. I was finally ready to use the last of my summer to prepare myself for the coming year.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna point this out, but summer break in Japan is a regular break. The next year has already begun.
Yeah, you fucked up. I scrubbed the counters until they were spotless. I scattered the dry carpet cleaner. Then finished the stains off with the spray cleaner and made sure to keep only my socks on and to walk on my toes. I dusted the shelves, furniture, mopped the bathroom, bleached the bathtub, wiped down the windows, and sanitized the bed sheets and mattress. But then I noticed one more thing that would have caused yet one more trip to the store. A light bulb had burned out.
Question, where are the Toho characters? This is a Toho fanfic, isn't it?
No, this is a house fanfic. This is about home improvement. This is
It's a how to
self-insert
clean-
home improvement.
It's a how to
No.
clean the bathroom, which I know how to
No,
already how to
there's
do
no
flawlessly.
Tim Allen.
Continue on.
I
Tim
walked
Allen
into the
is
store,
love. Tim Allen
Again.
is life.
cursing under my breath. Bought more light bulbs than I needed. Then went on to replace every single one in my apartment. To finish it off, I opened the windows and sprayed air freshener, and waited for everything to dry. It still left an unpleasant smell of detergent and air freshener, so I decided to go on for a walk.
Hold on, wait. Forgive me for interrupting, but when we finish this, someone should send me the audio recording because I have the perfect music to put to everything.
Got it.
Fuck yeah.
By the way, one comment.
Yeah?
Big lipped alligator moment.
I sat.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the scene is.
I
What the hell is
sat.
that? What the hell does that mean?
It means it came right the fuck out of nowhere and is probably gonna go away just the same. I mean, seriously, what's the point of spending an entire paragraph cleaning the entire freaking apartment?
That pretty much. Is that
be
pretty much?
fair, I have never been this pumped over reading about someone cleaning their fucking house.
Is that pretty much?
Failure.
Can I say what? It's pretty much a big lip alligator moment. Someone running for your. If someone came into your house and threw bananas at you and then he
We're
just
getting off
left.
track.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting off track.
Yeah, we are.
Tropes.
Okay. I sat in a park not far away on a bench. That sentence could be confusing.
Oh, look who's here.
Hey,
Who?
Steve-O. We're reading fan.
Oh, hi,
On
Steve.
you.
We're reading bad fanfiction. I watched the cherry blossoms
Yeah, this one.
as the sun met the hills in the distance.
Yeah, this one just happened to go into a big-lipped alligator paragraph tangent on cleaning an apartment.
Right off the bat?
No,
in
this
this
is chapter
chapter.
4,
Well, second-
chapter 2 settling in.
Yeah, chapter 4, chapter 2.
Okay, I just opened the bar and it says prologue.
Oh,
Then
God,
chapter
Arrow,
1.
Look at the structure of this thing, Sibo.
Then chapter 1, part 2.
Exactly.
Oh, it's chapter 3, chapter 1, part 2.
Chapter
And now
3,
we're on
chapter
chapter
1,
4.
part 2, sorry. And he decided to split a good deal of his chapters into multiple parts, which defeats the purpose of chapters.
And the chapter's not even that big anyway.
Except for
check this
this
out.
except for this fucking long paragraph about him having to clean up his apartment. It was that important.
Actually,
Oh,
no,
by
it was
the way.
it was just a carpet stain.
Yeah, one stain, he replaces the entire fucking light bulbs in his apartment.
So
By-
is this? And say what I was gonna say first. Is this
Okay.
good?
Wait,
is
this live? Is this being recorded?
This is being recorded.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay then.
you should
Sorry,
rip this.
I would like to just read the synopsis, if it hasn't been done already.
Go
We
for
actually
it.
haven't read it, so go ahead. I'll just edit this in the thing. Post it in.
Okay. Jacob Kenneth, and it won't explain why he's nicknamed Kenneth, is not a person too different from anyone else. Through his troubled life, he lost hope of becoming something more than average. He became recluse and eventually offered himself to be sent to Japan as a foreign exchange student, wishing to appease his family. Unknown to him, the first day off the plane is sent to the path to becoming something more.
I'm going to point out, but he uses summer as a time frame for when Japan starts its next school year, even though it's spring.
Does Japan start School
Yeah,
during
Japan-
spring?
Japan starts school during spring.
Also, I have a feeling this
I don't
is
know.
gonna-
I'm not so sure. I know that Japan has a shorter summer vacation.
Summer break is like 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah.
Also,
But
I have a
school-
few.
School starts in spring, which is why cherry blossoms are always featured in those high school animes.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Also, I'm still having this feeling that's gonna turn to Gappy Stew at some point.
It already
It already is, except it did a reverse Gappy and sent a character from Gensokyo to the real world.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like two parallel plot threads of a Gensokyo citizen living a normal life, right?
I'm surprised this isn't just an alternative. I'm surprised this isn't an alternative universe fic where it's Gensokyo characters in school.
Well, that might actually happen.
Is it a fish out of water fic with a Gensokyo in normal life?
No.
Probably not.
But for some reason, Pachuli's.
Sorry.
But for some reason, Pachuli's in the real world.
What I was
Okay,
going to say
so-
is that, but by the way it's been reading so far, it's likely that the person is going to go to Gensokyo to solve a problem that they were
As the
mentioning.
chosen one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and he's more powerful than you, Kari.
that's what they
Bull
mentioned.
fucking horseshit.
I don't think they actually said that. All we
Well,
have is
yeah.
Patchouli saying, "Oh, I think he has power," and she bases it only on the fact they scared away two kidnappers or muggers or something.
With
He said
pepper
kidnapper.
spray.
Yeah,
Oh, just
He protected
I'm trying to-
Pacioli.
I'm trying to read the prologue, but the formatting is just so what the hell.
Look at chapter
Exactly.
4, chapter 2.
But yeah,
Alright. Lucas, do you
shall
wanna
we continue?
I think we should continue.
By the way,
Um,
Steve-O, this has 21 chapters in 10 days.
and in 33 chapters, it's beautiful. Oh wait, who's Patchouli?
Lucas.
Lucas
Go.
it is.
Patchouli's in the real world, apparently.
Yes, I'd expect her to be in her basement, or the Scarlet Devil Mansion's basement.
No, the library isn't the basement.
Or is it?
No, it's not.
I'm back.
We
Have to
just-
go to a quick BRB.
Okay.
Okay, now
This-
it's your line, Lucas.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
A familiar voice. Oh, I have to do the British thing. A familiar voice caught my attention. I looked over and saw Pachola.
Wait, are y'all reading it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a dramatic reading and recorded?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Would I be bothering y'all?
No.
No.
Oh.
Because I want to read this from the beginning, so...
You can.
You'll probably catch up eventually.
Yeah.
Also, Eva, we have one request. You think Spastic should see this?
I'm
Well, we're
reading
doing
the last paragraph of the... I'm reading the last paragraph and it's full of wankst. And it does remind me of the Gappies Spaz warned about. You know, the ones that were automatically sent to hell. Spoiler warning.
Oh. So it's a yes for Spaz needs to see this?
Cheerna Lover, have you seen Diamond in the Rough yet? Cheerna Lover, that's a yes or no question.
Is he even there?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You should totally see it. Anyway,
be
I'm
fair.
gonna head off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then.
Oh,
I'm
alright.
only halfway through
it's-
myself.
Cheers, Steve-O.
Bye-bye, Steve-O.
Guessing
Alright,
an
I'm gonna
example
get a
of good
bottle of
Gappy.
water really quick, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water too.
Are we gonna stop the recording? Temporarily?
I don't know.
No, I think we need to see all of this.
Yeah.
All of
You
it.
sure
I
about
also
that?
need to take a piss.
Great.
Would information
Wait.
like that really be necessary for the recording?
Absolutely.
Also, you're gonna leave. Oh, great. Now, are you gonna post it to the internet?
Of course we will. Then the
Of
recording will
course.
be useless.
Back.
Oh, everyone's gonna know I haven't seen Diamond in the Rough.
I've only
That's
gone
fine.
halfway through.
It's not
dinner,
even
too.
an insult.
Alright.
Oh.
I don't see the problem.
Also,
It's a-
I'm looking at two different things, and both are saying that the library is in fact in the basement.
Yeah, you didn't know?
I guess. Well, due to the background in the fighting games of the library, that must be a big ass basement.
I did
Alright.
know. I said that it's in the basement, right? And someone said no.
Yeah, the
That was
library is the
Clubman.
basement.
Whatever. Let's continue. And just gotten
Nice.
over. Let's start from the beginning of that line.
You're on. I looked over.
Okay. I looked over and saw Patchouli.
Can I sit with you?
Sure, I replied. I wasn't exactly sure what it was about her, but I enjoyed her presence. The two of us watched the sunset silently. Then Patchouli continued.
Thank you for today.
No problem. I then put a hand to my forehead with a grim realization.
Is something wrong, Jacob?
It's just that I'm an exchange student. It hurts to think that we won't be able to see each other forever. I can't bear to lose friends in such a way. One day I'll have to go home and I'll never see you again.
And this suddenly turned
Maybe.
into a romance fic.
Maybe that isn't entirely true. If it is the case, then let's be friends while we can still see each other and make the best of everything.
Yeah. I smiled a bit, still looking at my feet. I'd like that. I turned my head to look at her, and I couldn't help but return her heartwarming smile. I brushed my unkempt brown locks to the side from obstructing my view of her, and she seemed to almost giggle at my silly display. It felt good to be near her. It was almost as if she knew who I was and understood me. This could not be said about most people. She probably had no idea what I went through to clean my apartment, and my almost shoulder-length uncombed hair would have probably helped her to lead to think that I wasn't exactly the neat type. Is it my line? Whose line is that?
I think it's mine. I saw you going around town a lot earlier. Is there something you need help with?
Not really. I was just going in between my apartment and the general supplies shop. I keep forgetting stuff, but now my apartment's clean. Almost to my standards.
Almost. I understand. Now, I understand why you were carrying so many bags. And a mop.
Yeah, I'm not a germaphobe, but I would rather have the peace of mind that my place is sanitized, and that stain isn't going to give me some type of nasty disease. Breaking news! Exchange student hospitalized. Contract severe foot rash. Patchouli giggled a little more, still keeping her leering smile.
Luring.
You amaze me, Jacob. You risked your life for me, a total stranger, and now you treat me like we've known each other forever. How is that?
I just like to make friends. If I'm not making friends, then for all I know, I could be making enemies.
Well, that's a way to think about it. I'll just say, whether you try or not, you're quite charismatic.
This is where, if Porygon was here, he'd call bullshit.
Bullshit detected!
Exactly.
Wait, I have his bullshit button somewhere.
Do it.
I have to find it first and I'll have Flubar installed.
What?
Oh, by
Saving
the way,
her
let
in
me
the
point
conversa-
out how charismatic Patchouli's master is.
Yeah. This... No. Just no.
After saving her in one simple conversation, it seems that like I said, you're probably going to be falling in love near the end.
Yeah.
Wait, I have something even better, if Porygon's here to say.
Oh, he's not here, but go on.
I'm not sure if I have Flubar installed, but let me at least look for it first, otherwise just send it to someone.
I can pretty much do one. That is bullshit.
No, we have to just wait.
Shit!
Okay, I don't
Burn.
have it, but Paisy, do you have Flubar?
I do, but, to mute my mic.
'Cause
But whatever.
I'm gonna send it
Just
to
for a
you.
moment. Just for a moment.
Yeah. Just for the tiny moment.
We gonna continue?
Wait a
Just
moment.
a minute.
Wait a moment, CL.
This isn't exactly, okay, I'm just gonna say, this is something that sounds like what Porygon would say, but, just play it anyways.
I drank 500 milliliters of water in less than 5 minutes.
I uploaded 33 chapters of a fanfic in 9 days.
That's,
I watched dinner in one sitting.
I watched all of strike witches in one night and then went to a plane. And,
I'm cleaning popcorn out of my teeth.
okay.
It's actually, it's actually possible to watch dinner in one sitting.
Do whatever.
Yeah, it's only 4 hours.
I make a lot of perverted jokes.
Yes, and Rand hit a spit call for you because of it.
Alright,
It was
everybody.
Swiggity
What did you say?
Swiggity swag, what's in the bag?
Swiggity swooty.
All he's saying is "Durr," and look, GG Porygon, like, well, whatever. Thank you, please, so much. As if it needed to be said.
What the fuck just happened?
SpongeBob is freaking coughing.
Someone tell me just let Porygon react.
Okay. Let's continue now.
Did somebody
Yes.
just swear?
Baby.
Okay.
That was
let's
all
go.
my editing though.
Why?
Also, who did a perfect impersonation of Porygon?
That wasn't an impersonation. I gave Paisley my recording.
This is my important.
The actual recording of Porygon.
Yeah.
No,
but
I can just do his
edited
voice
the
really
dolphin
good.
noise.
Anyway.
Oh.
One
I need
thing.
a minute.
No, but we're continuing.
Wait, can you try to make everything the author stand-in says be like really angsty, like make it sound angsty, like
No,
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it.
We're already
'cause
doing the
I-
British thing.
We're already doing the British thing. Yeah, we're overloading it. Why, thanks. You're one of the few to think of me that way.
You're welcome.
Then we watched. This time, I broke the silence. Patchily.
Did he? Why did it
Yes.
sound? Why did it sound like he said the enemy watched?
Did I sound like that?
Yeah, you sound like you said the enemy watched.
It
Then we
must be his
continue.
New England accent. Don't worry about it.
he's getting on to us. He's catching on to us, I
The
swear.
enemy continue to watch us. This time I broke the silence. But Choli,
Yes.
thank you. It means a lot to me to have you as a friend, even if I just met you. I may seem all up and happy, but things aren't as all as they seem with me. I really did not want this to, I really did not want to come here, but I didn't really have a choice. I miss my family, and I know it's gonna be a long time until I see them again. Thank you for being my friend at a time like this. I haven't had too many good friends, and I've had more enemies than friends. Every friend I can get is very important to me. If I ever need anything, just let me know.
That's very kind of you to offer, but I should be making you that offer.
Don't worry, I can handle myself well enough. Thank you for the offer, though.
Of course.
Then silence fell, and remained until I stood up a few minutes later. I should probably be going. I need to wake up for school.
Okay. See you later, Jacob.
I waved farewell, and went to the place I would have to call home for the duration of my stay. When I arrived, there's a single sniff. When I arrived, a single sniff was enough to tell me I needed to spray a bit more air freshener. So I did, and tried to get past the odor as I went and took my shower, brushed my teeth, and lay down in bed for the first time of the summer.
The last time.
Last time.
Okay, whatever.
So,
Oh, look at this bullshit! Oh my god.
Where's the cheesy romance music?
I'm gonna ask, may I play Remilia as well?
Play Remilia?
You would be a funny Remilia.
That would be a funny Vermilia. I'm actually gonna get this one to the chair now, Lucas.
Alright then. Mistress, you say that you have arranged that we are in the same classes, correct? Ultima, do you mind narrating?
I thought I was gonna do it still, but whatever.
Wait, what was that?
I'll narrate.
Oh, okay, Flop can do it.
Petually asked Remilia.
Yes, actually.
There is a problem that came to mind. The way you say that only fate is only fate if it is unknown to whomever it's the fate of. It makes me think that since I know, it may not work.
That statement is half truth. Fate can only be avoided if the one it concerns actively intends to avoid it. Unless you made specific arrangements to not be in this class with this Jacob you mentioned, everything will go as I have arranged. Oh, and did you expect that romantic meeting with him in the park?
Patchouli blushed a bit at her mistress's teasing.
You think I
Well-
should change my voice?
Well, not really. I just saw him and did you arrange that?
No, but it's good to see you talking to people.
I see. Why did you think of it as romantic?
It's a joke. Don't worry. Everything will go out as planned.
With that, Patchouli left.
So essentially, there might be a problem, but there isn't a problem. The
Was this
chapter
worth really
part.
making an extra chapter in fanfiction.net for? Really?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, and by the way,
So,
Patchouli
what's
is
wrong with
like
my-
really
Also, what's with my-
loose.
also, what's with my... Is my Bramilia voice okay?
It's funny.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, chapter
Okay.
6, chapter 3, the beginning of school.
I guess Pisces should. If it's in first person, Pisces gonna have to narrate.
Okay. The first day of school started with another dull morning for me. I just got up, made some coffee, drank it, brushed my teeth, and nearly vomited everything back up when I smelled the trash bin. I used some air freshener and hoped for the best. God damn it.
Hold on a minute. So he got up, made coffee, and drank it, and then brushed his teeth. Because I think I'm not one for cleanliness, but I think you would brush your teeth first before doing anything else.
Nah, because brushing your teeth actually messes with the tastes of stuff. Word. Science.
Yeah, it's true, but he could also get rid of the morning breath, and then he could come to
That
go
is
get the
true.
coffee.
I don't know. Whatever you want to do, man. This is America. Actually, no, that's Japan, but whatever.
This is
Okay.
Japan.
This
This
is Nippon!
Does Pacholi go to the school I'm headed for? I asked myself. I found that I had some anticipation for that first day of school, as little sense as that made. I looked in the mirror, got some water in my hand, and made sure my hair was at least acceptable. I put on my favorite outfit. And then the costume porn begins. A pair of green cargo shirts, a blue shirt, and a red overshirt. Fuck.
Yes, I wear red overfucks too.
It's like he said blue shit, so.
I'm keeping that part in. I'm keeping that in. A pair.
Why are we a shippy?
A pair.
Go on.
A pair of green cargo pants, a blue shirt, a red sweatshirt over it. I thought of Pacholi again. I'm just gonna say this right now. That was the shortest costume porn I've ever actually encountered. That was pretty good, author. You did something good.
Kudos.
That was false.
Saved your fan fiction. I'm
False
standing up.
alarm.
You saved your you saved it by like 1%.
When you send me the recording, I'm still gonna put Careless Whisper in and just suddenly cut it off.
Okay, yeah. The day before, she had worn fashionable clothing. Well, that day, I just wore some blue jeans with holes in them, and a grey shirt. Now I put on my boots, coat, and backpack, and finally set off. I walked along the sidewalk that was starting to come to life. The cool morning breeze blowing through my long uncombed hair. I finally saw the place that I would be studying during the weekdays. Where's my thing? There it is. I could only identify it by the characters I had seen on my schedule before. Wait a second, how long have you been in
Wait,
Japan, sir?
can he even read Japanese or not?
Why would you go to Japan? What the fuck are you doing?
She
I'm
could
going
talk.
with-
I mean, he could talk to Patchouli, so I would assume
I was assuming they were just talking English.
Yeah.
they're in Japan.
So
Yeah, but
Japanese
so?
speak English.
Yeah. there's
But
some Japanese
Patchouli
people.
is.
She
She's
can probably
American
speak
now.
English. She was with Remy
Wait,
before
who said
she was in
Patchouli's an
Gensokyo.
American now?
Yeah,
That was me.
Patchouli is now red, white, and blue. Eating hot dogs.
Well, it is just purple separated apart in the color spectrum, so.
Yeah, okay, so... Where was it? It was a large building with no shortage of windows to show that it was lit and alive. I reached into my coat pocket and now I'm Irish. And unfolded the schedule for my classes. Being myself, I landed in the advanced classes. Wow, you piece of shit.
Wait,
Piece of shit.
what? No,
Wait,
I call bullshit.
So do I.
Japanese advanced placement tests do not exist.
This is... You fucked up, Jacob. You fucked
Yeah,
up big
Kenneth,
time.
get it right.
And didn't he just complain about how inadequate he was?
I'm guessing he has self-esteem issues. Ha ha ha. Okay.
He
let's
meant
continue.
socially inadequate.
Which wasn't a problem, if you didn't mind being referred to as a nerd. Given that you weren't the dork I made myself to be back in 7th grade, when I had apparently been misplaced, then switched through about 5 classes, as the school's organization was subpar. And then I'm going into a Boston accent. Look what you made me do.
So are you Irish or British?
I'm going to...
Everything.
I'm doing everything. I'm gonna go back to the original one. I was going to be learning advanced placement level calculus in my junior year. Well, I could do them myself. Fuck off. I kept walking until I could almost touch the gate. I stopped. Looked at the most impressive building before me once again. Back to business, I muttered, pushing the doors open and walking in. The first step to finding homeroom. I looked about, apparently conspicuous enough to not draw a single gaze. Then, I found myself to be incorrect. As I looked a bit further and I saw Patchouli waving to me, I returned the gesture and maneuvered through the crowd that was becoming ever more dense, which took no small amount of skill to do without bumping into someone. Finally, we were close enough to hear each other over the massive amount of chatter going on around us. I initiated the conversation. Hi, Patchouli.
By the way, can I just say one thing?
Yeah?
Who wants to bet that nobody comments on the fact that Patchouli has purple hair and she's in a normal Japanese high school?
They could be mistaken her. They could be thinking that she dyed her hair.
Why would anyone do that
Yeah,
in
but
Japanese
that
society?
would make you stick out.
Well, like, I don't know. I don't fucking
If you're
know.
not in the norm, Japanese people will pick on you.
Yeah,
You will
they'll
be
fuck you up,
isolated
like,
and singled out.
if there is like this one like half Russian dude and he like killed a bunch of kids later on in his life because if they kind of fucked him up. Anyway,
They're very.
What?
Japanese
What?
people are a lot more prickly about their social status than Americans. I'll tell you that.
yeah, okay.
But still, no matter what country you go to, you always have to deal with a school bully or bullies.
Words. Except in Connecticut, because we're all fucking chill and no one gives a fuck.
I haven't been there, so.
Anyways.
You better come.
Hello, Jacob.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't tell what school I was going to be attending. Honestly, I don't think I know how to pronounce it. Luckily, they stand it on the schedules.
Confirmed they are speaking English. No need to worry. I could tell. This isn't far from where your apartment was.
Ah. So I want to compare classes to see if we got anything in common. Right, quiet. Expecting several matches on core classes was an assumption, but the fact that her surname was Knowles really she was rather intelligent.
Ugh.
That sounds good.
Oh.
That sounds good.
I stood next to her and held my schedule next to hers. As hard as it was to believe, Jacob Kenneth to Patchouli knowledge and vice versa was the only discrepancy between the schedules. We had the same classes all throughout the year. Oh, and yes, to maintain my relative anonymity, as well as those who share my surname, I shall write my last name to be Kenneth.
Why would he write that here?
Hold on, wait. That explains Steve's question.
Okay.
It does. Huh.
What's
Well,
the reason why?
Because he doesn't want to use his real last name.
Anon.
But why would he write that here?
And why would you give your first name? Why not just be why wouldn't you just call yourself John Doe?
No, better yet, why don't you call yourself Zenosuke?
Am
Yeah,
I the only one
Zenosuke.
Am I the only one who notices how out of place that line is? Am I?
It is out of place. It really is.
Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna tell you this now. My last name is not Kenneth.
Oh, I'm telling this right now. My last name is not Kenneth. I'm using it to remain anonymous on the internet. Because you can do that.
Damn it, he knows I'll hunt him down.
Okay. So whose line is next? Is
I'm not serious. What? Oh.
that my line, Lucas?
Wait, where are we?
Well, look at that. The same classes.
That's your line.
Well, look at that. The same classes. Doesn't happen too often.
No, it doesn't. You won't find me unhappy with this. I'm glad I get to be in class with you, Jacob.
As am I to be in class with you, Miss Knowledge. Should we get going to avoid this crowd? I wouldn't want oh fuck. I wouldn't want to be here when the bell rings. This herd might just become a stampede. I knew that it was always a possibility at Trampleton School. And I did not feel like drawing it out.
What the fuck type of school do you go to where you get trampled? Wouldn't people at least
Walmart
try to make
opening
sure
hour.
that doesn't happen?
There aren't even that many students at a Japanese school.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Really?
more in
How
American
many?
school.
How would I know? I don't live in Japan.
I thought you did, Lucas. I thought you did. Just kidding. I doubted Pacholi felt like getting run over either.
That's a good idea. It's a pretty big crowd in here. So, are you good at finding your own way around school? I have no idea where I'm going, and I'd rather not ask anyone else for help, so I wave you over.
Alright.
You make this sexy as Patchouli, Lucas.
Yeah, that is kind of true. You can turn on. Just say that for now. I'm kidding, of course.
What? I thought you were gonna read.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna read. We're doing this now. Okay. Shit. It's fucking mouse wheel.
Alright, I can try to help you
Okay.
out.
Alright, I can try to help you out. After all, we're in the same boat here.
Who's talking here?
Boat?
It's an idiom. Don't worry. No real boats here.
I see.
I
Shall
don't
we
think
be going?
Patchouli's that stupid.
I agree.
Don't worry, she got the intelligence of a high school student now.
Does being Adagensoke also make characters dumber too?
They have to suppress their powers.
Their intelligence
Wow, so that
is
means if
powered by
so that
magic.
means so if you're saying that if Juno goes to the real world, she'll be more dumber than a sack of toilet paper.
No, she'd be smarter because being dumb is her power.
You hear?
Oh, I
You
see.
hear that saying? You can only use 15% of your brain.
Lucy, please. Go. Anyway.
By the way, the 15% of the brain thing is bullshit.
It actually is incorrect.
Like, you can only use 15% of your brain at any given time.
You use 100% of it doing.
Yeah.
It's
So,
still-
whatever, sorry.
So, it's an idiom. No, don't worry. No real boats here.
I thought you said no real butts here.
No real butts.
We already passed that. We're unsure, follow me.
Sure. Follow me. I looked at the schedule, numbers, and headed out for math class. My homeroom class. But Charlie walked beside me.
Have you ever transferred schools before? You're taking this pretty well.
Not really. But I think I know what I'm doing.
No.
I guess I got lucky to have you guide me.
I suppose so. As long as we get to, as long as we get to where we're going. Then we found the room. Here we are. See? It's almost like playing Minesweeper.
What
No.
the fuck?
Not really.
Minesweeper is even played like that.
Just follow the numbers in descending or ascending order, and you always get to where you need.
Minesweeper? What the hell is that? Wait, I mean,
We'll roll with it.
Minesweeper. What's that?
Then I realized I didn't even know what Minesweeper was. The last
What
time I
was you
played it.
saying?
What?
We're going on our own tangent.
The last time I played it was when I was 5 years old.
But I thought he said he
Click.
didn't know what it was.
And I just clicked about furiously. I only really know anything about it because I heard people talk about it in the past. I don't really remember what anyone said about it. Nothing. It's just a game people play.
Oh, so should we go in this early?
Oh my.
I don't see why not. They shouldn't send hounds after for us.
Oh
Hounds.
my.
Never mind. We cut the conversation there, as Patrolli was even more confused at the mention of hounds than when I mentioned Minesweeper. So let's head on in. Then I opened the door and saw only the teacher. I had flashbacks to being the first person in the homeroom every day at my old school. Now, only I was thousands of kilometers away from home, and I had a friend with me. This is Man vs. Wild.
He's got post-traumatic stress disorder about being first to class.
Man, this is high school. I would love to see that series, by the way.
Man vs. Wild, the urban jungle.
I wonder how anyone back at my school would have reacted to me falling into old habits. Then again, they'd probably not have cared, as it was what they were used to as well.
By the way, I'm gonna have to go to bed. So,
Oh,
Patrolli out.
yeah.
Bye.
Okay, so, yeah. Shit. I'm guessing we can do this in multiple parts, because this is a long fucking fiction.
Yeah, we can just stop for now.
Yeah,
So
I'm
everybody
not.
who's gonna be
My body is
watching
not
this
ready.
in the YouTubes, the YubTubs.
Good night, my intelligent people of the wagon.
Oh yeah, good night, Cherno.
Good night.
So this has been beyond the Hakare barrier border bullshit.
Beyond the.
So yeah, good night everybody. Or actually it's morning. It's 1 AM. What the fuck am
Good
I doing?
night.